Alright, so we have a Season 13 Cup game getting started here for the round of 32. This is going to be Nyx versus neph. Crab on Crane. And Crab is going to find a Borderlands defender here on the first turn. Going to play that with 3 Fate. Always a good card to have when playing against Crane. Let's see. Oh, wow. So it looks like some kind of dual deck here from Crane. There's one one Iaijutsu Master and one Storied Defeat, one Game of Sedane. I think Game of Sedane is the only duel in the conflict deck though, which is a little bit interesting. On the Dynasty side we have Kaizen, Toshimoko, and 3 Kakita dojos, so I guess he's going to be relying on the dojos to get those duels off. No policy debates and no what's the other one? Duelist training. So we saw Wayfinder attack Upholding Authority. Cautious Scout defends the Earth Ring. Was the ring there? Spyglass and Borderlands Defender let go on Spyglass. So Crab down to 0 Fate. Hasn't used either of these storehouses yet. Neph passed his conflict actually. Looks like Crab is going to consider attacking again here. Going for the Void Ring to get rid of this Cautious Scout. We see no defense, just going to let the Upholding Authority break here probably. We see an Ornate Fan played on the Borderlands Defender and a Court Games, probably has multiples of those. So breaking this while you have 2 storehouses is pretty good because you can wait for him to discard and then use both of the storehouses, and now you have 2 unknown cards in your hand. So it looks like Crane is going to find Shameful Display there, which is a little bit unfortunate for Crab. I'd go so far as to say that's actually a lot unfortunate. Definitely would have liked to see maybe like Manicured Garden there. Illustrious Forge would have been fine also. Pretty much any province except Shameful Display would have been good for Crab. But Crane gets lucky there and finds the Shameful Display. We're going to see a Paragon of Grace, a Steadfast Witch Hunter. Crab spends all of his fate on this Witch Hunter. and Crane takes the passing fate. But that does mean that Crab has board advantage here. We could see a political rival at some point. So Reprieve did get discarded on the upholding authority. Hold on. Okay, Imperial Storehouses got used before the end of the conflict phase last turn. Hmm. So it looks like it's going to be a Void Ring here. Finds Illustrious Forge. See what that's gonna find for Crab. Spyglass, pretty good. And we see a defense. Uses the Spyglass to draw a card. So Paragon of Grace. If he's honored, then it's a random discard. We do see a Court Games to honor the Paragon. That also turns on Voice of Honor, which is nice. The Crab deck does have one Defend Your Honor, but he's only up one skill, so not going to play that there. Discards Fight On at random, that's pretty good. Pretty good discard for Crane. Crab is still winning by 1 on the defense. So at this point, neph could just Favorable Ground home. Let's see, this is the Firing. Like, I don't think you really need the Firing that badly. We see a Let Go on Spyglass, okay. Wait. Now he plays Defend Your Honor, but they're tied on skill. Unless I'm missing something. Okay, he takes an honor, sure. Hey, Phoenix Fox. Sorry I had to go take care of something real quick. So it looks like we did see the Favorable Ground home there. And we're seeing an attack with the... Wait, attacking with the Witch Hunter political? What? Ooh, nice. 25 bits from Phoenix Fox, thank you. That gives him the top bit spot for this week. Hopefully I clicked update on the title. I'm actually not sure if I did. So, I mean, I guess Shameful Display is not really that bad because he's already honored, but now it is because he plays Fumiki into the conflict with 2 Fate. I'm really confused on this attack, actually. We see just a pass. He did get the 1 Fate off of the ring. Why didn't he just box? I'm actually confused on why he did box. He wanted to play Fumiki so that he could use Shameful. But if you're gonna do that, then why use box at all, right? Like, you can just bow it with Fumiki. I mean, I guess, oh, well, that was the last political conflict. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I'm really not sure why Nyx did that attack there. He does have a Fate now, so he can play a Fight On, I guess. So, Military Void at the Forge. Don't really need to... Okay, so he plays a Steward of Law. I'm going to go for the break on this Iron Mine here. I don't think you're really too worried about Noble Sack right now, are you? Oh, well, he doesn't have any Fate anyway. But, like, even if he did have Fate, he would have to sacrifice a 2 Fate Fumiki, which seems probably not ideal. Like, why would you put 2 Fate on it if you're going to Noble Sack? Breaks Illustrious Forge. That's not really a big deal for Crab since you had already used the ability. Losing the Iron Mine is annoying, but there wasn't anything you were going to use it on this turn. Is he running Rebuild? Yes, he is running Rebuild. We get a quick free Earth Ring there with the Skirmisher. That's going to discard a political rival at random. That's pretty good. And then he stands up the Borderlands Defender with the Witch Hunter, and that is going to get him favor. So I do like that play. I'm still... Like, I guess he just attacked with the Witch Hunter to get the Fate off the ring, mainly. So that he could do that play. I still feel like... Oh, okay. Yeah, and he did political so that he could military with the Skirmisher. Yeah, so I guess it makes sense. I was trying to figure out what the restricted list card was in the Crane deck. For some reason I can't find it. Oh, it's Guest of Honor, right. And there she is. We see Toshimoko with 2 Fate. Crab plays a Kaio Envoy, pretty good with the Witch Hunter here. Crisis Breaker, not really what you want to see, so not going to play that. In the Crane Mirror, that is. It's a little bit unfortunate that he didn't get to play the Vanguard Warrior, but it is on an Unbroken Province, I guess. went for the passing fate there. So he's going to attack Shameful Display with a Witch Hunter that now has a Watch Commander. I mean, I guess you can't risk hitting Magistrate Station here. But attacking Shameful still seems pretty bad. He gets to honor his Toshimoko now. And the dishonor on the Envoy means that he is now winning on defense. Plus he has the Kakita Dojo if he needs it. We see Assassinate on Fumiki. Voice of Honor cancels that. Censure cancels Voice of Honor. Voice of Honor cancels Censure. Censure cancels Voice of Honor. And now Watch Commander is going to make him lose 2 honor. And then he gains 1 back from Fumiki. That was pretty wild. So that is both of the Censures gone for Crab. 2 of the Voice of Honors gone for Crane. So Crane has 1 cancel left, Crab has none. Find Katana on Witch Hunter. Sure. I'm guessing he's going to duel just because. You might as well, right? Duel on the Witch Hunter. This is the air ring. Yeah, like I would just bid 1 here as he like you might as well initiate the duel and hope that your opponent bids more than 1 and gives you honor. But as Crab, there's no reason to bid more than 1 there. Like, hey Bill, there's no reason to bid more than 1 because you're going for the the air ring. So if you bid more than 1, you're giving him honor, and then the air ring just kind of cancels that out. Whereas if he bids more than 1 and you bid 1, then he gives you honor, so you don't even need the air ring because you basically got it anyway. Yeah, it's always fun to see those cancels getting traded like that. I'm a little bit disappointed that he didn't save the Defend Your Honor. He could have canceled a cancel with Defend Your Honor, and then they have to duel to see if it resolves or not, unless he cancels that. There's some fun things you can do with that. We see Cloud the Mind on Paragon of Grace. Admit Defeat got played on the Witch Hunter. There's a Bonsai. So taking a lot of honor from Neph here. He's already down to 3. Wow. We see a Fight On get played on the Witch Hunter to restand. So he waited, he pulled out the Bonsai first, and then he played Fight On, and now he's going to Stronghold for the win. Seems good. But there's a Force Shame. Paragon of Grace being Bushi and Courtier is pretty good. Can play those 4 Shames with him. Another Fight On though. And all this time this Watch Commander, got it mixed up with Witch Hunter. Watch Commander keeps chipping away at that honor. I was gonna say the Cloud the Mind feels like not ideal on the Paragon because that's basically discarding a card, and it's discarding 1 card as opposed to 2 cards with his ability. I mean, I guess it's still good because it's a random discard, but it's unfortunate he couldn't play that last turn. It did discard 1 of the Fight-Ons already. So, I mean, he can play 1 more Force Shame, and he knows that Crab is out of Fight-Ons now. But does he want to go down to 1 honor is the question. Ooh, wow, we do see another for shame. So yeah, down to 1 honor. So Crab can go for a firing here, but Weigh the Crane. Oh wait, no. If the Steward of Law defends, then he won't be able to dishonor, so that won't work. We see Skirmisher into the conflict, maybe going to play a Bonsai on that to prevent the break here. Oh, Weigh the Crane. Or, sorry, Weigh the Crab, that's strong. So, yeah, now he has to either discard the Steward of Law or the Paragon of Grace. And if he discards the Steward of Law, he's out of Fate, so he loses the game because Borderlands Defender gets an unopposed attack. He could discard Toshimoko, but that feels like super bad. Yeah, this Way of the Crab is actually really strong. So essentially he has to discard the Paragon or the Toshimoko. Yeah, very strong. Is neph on Dragon Splash? Yes. So if you kill the Paragon, you don't get the Void Ring. Oh, wow. He does decide to discard the Toshimoko. Interesting. So he does still get the break on Manicured Garden and the Void Ring there. Finally, I'm doing it watching an L5R stream in Germany. Nice. What time is it in Germany right now? (9 p.m.) it looks like, according to Google. That's not too bad. Well, he has 2 honor now because the Toshimoko was honored. Going back to Shameful Display once again, it has already been used this turn. And no Fate, so he'll have to just defend with the Steward of Law. We already saw an Assassinate get played this round, and there's only 1 in his deck anyway, so can't assassinate the Steward. Earth Ring is going to be good here, though. Ooh. Okay, he uses Kakita Dojo just to try to psych Nyx out, but yeah, there's no way you're going to bid anything except for 1 there. Earth Ring hits Bonsai at random. Probably not the card you wanted to hit. You probably want to find a conflict character there. Okay, we see a rebuild to bring an Iron Mine back. 1 reprieve has been not used but discarded, and that is the first rebuild now. Didn't need the Palace since he had more rings anyway. So it's going to be tough for Crane now. He is at the Crab Stronghold, but only on 2 honor, and we haven't seen a talisman yet. Crane is super dead, yeah. It does seem that way. Brash Samurai is good. He gets you an honor back. Shuichi is good. Covert helps. Yeah, Shuichi definitely very good here. Having covert is always really nice when your opponent is at a low honor total because they have to be extra careful with how they defend things. And 2 Kaiju envoys as well, so he'll be able to get 2 coverts because Witch Hunter can stand Shuichi. And yeah, Iron Mine on Broken Province, just in case. Like, I guess he can still noble sack the Paragon after he uses it in a conflict to get 1 honor back. But yeah, I don't know. Wow, he's going for water here. Nope, switching it to air. Yeah, I think you have to go air here. That forces him to defend, basically. You can't play any cards, but you can use the Brash Samurai ability. You could Favorable Ground home, but I feel like I would rather save the Favorable Ground for bringing the Paragon of Grace into a conflict. Like, you're going to get coverted twice anyway, so might as well just use that to move in. Yeah, Magistrate Station to stand would be strong. That's probably like the only hope he has at this point, isn't it? Either way, you pretty much have to take the airing off the table here. Yeah, he could Noble Sack with the Brash. The Iron Mine would prevent that. You definitely wait to see if he flips Magistrate Station first. Yeah, so Iron Mine would save the Witch Hunter, but you would at least get the 1 honor back from Brash Samurai, so you could do that if you're about to lose. Okay, so let's see what province he's going to hit here. Looks like he doesn't have another Watch Commander, or we would have seen that come down on the Shuichi. Oh, it is Magistrate Station. So he will get to stand the Brash Samurai and go for another ring effect. This is the firing, though, so won't be able to get that. He has to defend with Paragon, yeah. Yeah, you could core games Noble Sack, I guess. But there's still the Iron Mine. Yeah, Iron Mine is a pretty good card. He could also play a political rival here. No, guess he doesn't have one. There are 2 in the deck. He's already seen 1. Yeah, this is political. Ooh, and there's the Watch Commander. So that's going to be the guaranteed conflict win here, pretty much. Court games to dishonor Paragon for the break. And there's not really anything you can do about that, I think. Like you could have Voice of Honored that, since you're losing one honor either way, but you probably lose before he leaves play anyway. Dishonors the Brash Samurai, so Crane won't be getting any honor back at the end of the turn. And Crab is on the Stronghold now, so yeah, you stand Shuichi. Brash Samurai should probably attack water here to force the Borderlands defender to defend. But then Shuichi and Envoy are still going to attack Stronghold with 3, 4, 5. It is Midnight Revels, actually. So he should actually defend with Shuichi, I think, since Revels will bow him. Yeah, I mean, he's going to lose next turn anyway, I imagine, because Crab will be first player. He can just go all in at the Stronghold. But I think his best play here is to attack water. Neph has used like almost 10 minutes more. I just noticed. Forgot they had the timers. I guess when you're losing, you usually take more time to think. Yeah, so he is going to go for the political water attack. I think, if you're Neph and you have Way of the Crane and Noble Sack in your hand, I think you go for that play just to like force Nyx to have more saves, and if he doesn't have more saves, then some of his characters are going to die. Ooh, wow. Is this necessary? I don't think this is really necessary, defending with both characters here. I think you could have just defended with Shuichi. Or Witch Hunter, even. Still has the Coyote Envoy to attack the Stronghold. Not Witch Hunter, Borderlands Defender. He won't be threatening the break, but I guess even if the Borderlands Defender was standing, he wouldn't have threatened it. So he can still just get this free Earth Ring. Oh, going at Meditations. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's no reason not to just go at Revels, right? I guess Meditations you can threaten the break with bonsai, which he is going to do, but the menacing iron warrior is preventing that now. So just going to be the win. Discards assassinate at random. That was a dead card anyway, so small win for neph. It looks like no more saves coming out, so the Borderlands Defender will die, unfortunately. But he'll get to keep the Witch Hunter, so he will still have 2 Watch Commanders on the board here, which means when he makes an attack at the Stronghold, neph will not be able to play any cards during the conflict. Not a great flip for Nyx. Just finds a Shuichi dupe and a Keeper Initiate. Slightly better on neph's side, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He does find a favorable ground, actually. That's pretty strong because it will cancel the covert. Nyx does have a favorable ground as well, though, which is kind of nice. It means he can overcommit on his first attack, and then if he's not breaking, he can move somebody home. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't actually just play the Keeper Initiate with no fate, because what you could do then is you could like save the Water Ring and okay, he's gonna have 2 coverts now thanks to this skirmisher. Does he have the 3rd skirmisher? No. So 2 coverts, still pretty good. You can go military and covert, Kaizen and menacing iron warrior, I think is the play. Oh, he's going at meditations. Right. Revels is just going to bow. Yeah, Revels is actually pretty strong here because it can just bow Shuichi or the Witch Hunter. Yeah, this is a lot of covert. So yeah, I mean, this is actually pretty awkward for Nyx. Like, I think he's just going to try and go for the Dishonor win instead of breaking the Stronghold. Not surprising, but not my desired outcome, yeah. I mean, the game's not over yet, but 25 bits from Luke, thank you. Almost enough. One more bit would get you the top spot. So, I mean, you have to defend this one way or another. Like, you have to either defend with the Guest of Honor or move in one of your other characters. Or both. Looks like he is going to defend. The problem is, if you move in one of your other characters, then Crab can just move Shuichi back home. He can actually do that anyway. Yeah, I think he might do that anyway, because he actually doesn't want to break meditations. Oh. Never mind, he is going to break it. I feel like you just move Shuichi home and then attack Meditations again, right? Because now that you've broken it, you have to attack the stronghold. And since you have 4-cost characters and Crane doesn't have a 5-cost, you're going to get bowed. We'll see what happens, though. He does have 15 fate, which is quite a lot. How many more fight on? 0. One of them got discarded to Paragon of Grace, and then he played the other 2. We haven't seen a mountain yet, though. Oh, there's only one mountain in the deck. Wow. Joe would not be happy about that. Ornate Fan on Menacing Iron Warrior. And we're going to see a political fire. What's the point of this fan? I think he's maybe trying to bait Nyx into using Karada so he has a fate. I'm not sure. So if he goes all in here, that doesn't even threaten the break. He has the favorable ground to move home. Hey, Anagon, how's it going? So, I mean, both players having favorable ground kind of cancels it out. So we do see the Menacing Iron Warrior attack with skill 3, and Nyx defends with skill 4, and that's going to be it. So he can use Witch Hunter to unbow Shuichi. Oh, he has political favor. That's perfect, actually. Plays a Wayfinder. Is he not going to attack with Shuichi? He's going to go water. I feel like you unbow Shuichi and send him in just so you have the Watch Commander. He will move in, oh, with favorable ground. Okay, sure. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually. You move in with favorable ground and then you use it after you attack. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good play. Yeah, I mean, Moves in Guest of Honor, okay. It's gonna prevent unopposed. So there's the ready on Shuichi. I would have moved him in first so that you have the Watch Commander turned on. Formal invitation on Kaizen, okay. So he will be able to get 3 on defense here. Yeah, that's why you move Shuichi in first and then ready him, because he wouldn't have been able to play that. Oh, Karada District steals formal invitation. So now wait. Why did he favorable ground? He could have just used formal invitation. I guess it doesn't matter though, because he broke the stronghold. Yeah, that should have been formal invitation instead of the favorable ground there, but oh well. It worked out in the end. Okay, and he has 2 talismans in his hand, so no way Crane is gonna break stronghold there. So yeah, good game. Well played by both players, but especially by Nyx. Some pretty neat plays there. So Nyx will move on to the top 16, where he will play against the winner of Simcoff versus LGB. Did they already play? I don't know if they already played or not. But either way, that should be pretty good. Yeah. Kaio Envoys, Spyglass, Earthring, a lot of card draws there. But yeah, that's going to do it for this stream. So thanks everybody for watching, and thanks to Phoenix Fox and Luke again for the bits. And I'll see you guys next time.